Hi guys, it's Miss Alpin, and I am recording myself today so that each person can kind of have their own individual teacher to help them with these problems if they need it. So you have a couple of different ways you can use this video. You can work along with me. You can pause the video, try the problem yourself, and then check to see my solution. Or you can try all the problems yourself and then watch my solutions to check your answers. So you can kind of have a step-by-step, or you can have a check all at once. It's completely up to you how you want to do it, okay? So I'm going to start solving these problems step by step, and you can use the video to help you as much or as little as you need. Okay, so we've been working on using ratio tables to generate equivalent ratios to help us solve problems. So each one of these problems has a ratio table that goes with it, and we're going to use our ratio table of equivalent ratios to solve these problems. So number one says a builder could get 6 sheets of sheetrock for $9. If he bought 12 sheets, how much money would he have spent? So I know that 6 sheets is $9. So I'm going to start with that. So I know that 6 sheets is $9. And that's my starting ratio. I want to find 12. 12 is my answer. So I want to find out how much it's going to cost for 12 sheets. So I know that I want to get to the answer of 12. That is pretty easy. I can see that that's just a doubling strategy. I know that if I do 6 times 2 and double it, that would get me 12. So if I'm doubling the number of sheets, it also makes sense that I would double the price. And 9 times 2 is 18. So they would have spent $18 for 12 sheets. So now is a good time to pause if you want to try the next video on your own before I solve it.
Please, can I get a custodian to come to the main office? The sub-custodian is here. Can one of the custodians come to the main office for the sub-custodian? Thank you.
Sorry about that, guys. So like I said, now it would be a good time to pause the video if you want to try the problem on your own, and then go ahead and hit play when you're ready for me to solve it. So I'm just going to continue on. If a Sloppy Joe restaurant gave 3 napkins for every 7 items ordered. So that's my starting ratio. 3 napkins for every 7 items. I'm going to make sure I add that to my ratio table. 3 napkins for every 7 items. So that's my starting ratio. If someone bought 14 items, how many napkins would they get? So 14 items is my target number. I'm going to figure out how I can scale up to 14 in my ratio table. It's another pretty basic one. It looks like I can just double. I'm going to have double the items. So I know I'm going to need double the napkins. So I can double my napkins. So I would need 6 napkins. All right. In a video game, and again, if you want to pause before, give it a try, and then press play to see my solution, now's a good time to pause. Moving on to number 3. In a video game, for every 6 enemies you defeat, you earn 3 points. So my ratio is enemies to points. For every 6 enemies, I score 3 points. And I'm going to defeat 48 enemies. Okay. All right, I know that I need to make my ratio larger. I'm going to continue with my doubling strategy. It's worked so far for me. So I'm going to double my enemies and double my points. If I double 6, I get 12. If I double 3, I get 6. That makes sense, right? I'm getting closer. I'm making my ratio larger. I'm going to go for a double again, just because it's getting me there. If I double my enemies, I'll have 24. If I double my points, I'll have 12. Getting closer. I'm going to double again. If I double 12 points, I'll make 24. If I double 24, I get 48. Okay, I know that 48 was my key number. So am I there? If I defeat 48 enemies, I will have earned 24 points. So I just again used my doubling strategy to solve my problem. So how many points will I have earned? I will have earned 24 points. All right, if you want to hit pause and try the next one on your own, go ahead. If not, you can stay and watch me solve it. At school, a fundraiser, for every 9 boxes of chocolate sold, you earn 5 points. So for every 9 boxes, you earn 5 points. My ratio of boxes to points is 9 to 5. If I were to sell 72 boxes, all right, I know I need to make my ratio larger. I wonder if I can keep doubling. It's worked for me so far. Let me give it a try. For every 9 boxes, that's 5 points. If I double my boxes and double my points, I would have 18 boxes and 10 points. Getting there. If I double again, double 18 is 36. Double my points. That would be 20. If I double 36 again, that would get me 72. This doubling strategy is working out great. If I double my boxes, I'll have 72. If I double my points, 40. Cool. Doubling has worked so far as a strategy. All right. Again, if you want to pause and try the next one on your own, go for it. If not, watch along with me. Our recipe calls for 5 teaspoons of seasoning for every 6 batches of chicken. So 5 teaspoons for every 6 batches. And I know that I want 12 batches of chicken. All right, easy peasy. Just doubling. 6 doubled is 12. 5 doubled is 10. So I would need 10 teaspoons of seasoning. Number 6, a box of candy had 4 cherry pieces for every 9 lemon pieces. Looking at my ratio of cherry pieces to lemon pieces, four cherry, 9 lemon. If the box has 45 lemon pieces, I don't think I can double to get 45 because 45 is not an even number. So I don't know if doubling is going to work this time. I know that I need to get to 45. So let me think. Is there a way for me to make my ratio larger by multiplying and scale up from 9 to 45? So I have to think 9 times what makes 45? I know that 9 times 5 makes 45. If I make my ratio 5 times larger, that should give me my answer. So if I make my lemon pieces 5 times larger, I also have to make my cherry pieces 5 times larger. I know that 4 times 5 is 20. So I think that my answer is 20 cherry pieces. If there were 45 lemon pieces, there would be 20 cherry pieces, and my equivalent relationship is times 5. All right, for every 6 cans Oliver collected for the recycling, he earned 9 cents. So again, we're comparing cans. to cents. 6 cans gets you 9 cents. After he collected 60 cans, how much cents does he have? How much money has he earned? I can see a relationship here between 6 and 60. I know that that's a times 10 relationship. 6 times 10 makes 60. If I'm increasing my ratio by a multiple of 10, nine times 10 is 90. I think that if he saves 60 cans, he's going to make 90 cents. The ratio of boys to girls at the park was 9 to 6. So again, that's boys to girls. The ratio is 9 to 6. That means for every 9 boys, we have 6 girls. If there were 45 boys, how many girls were there? 45 boys. All right. Again, I don't think that I can double to get to 45. 45 is not an even number. So I'm going to try a different strategy. Is there a quick way for me to get from 9 to 45? Yes, 9 times 5 makes 45. So I'm increasing my ratio by a factor of 5. If I'm increasing my boys by 5 times, I also need to increase the girls by 5 times. So 9 times 5 makes 45, and 6 times 5 makes 30. So I know if there were 45 boys, there would be 30 girls. All right. I hope this video is helpful for you with some extra practice with using ratio tables to solve problems. Remember, you also have your foldable with the different strategies to use for creating equivalent ratios. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching.